Hi Pisces, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your September 2022 money, career and finance reading. I've already pulled your oracle cards. I've nearly finished pulling your tarot. I'm just on the outcome. Spirit, may I have the outcome for Pisces for September for money, career and finance, please? What's good in the outcome? Damn. Hold on, Pisces, while I crawl on the floor for this. Okay. All right, Pisces, a lot of cards have come out for you. So let's see where the reading takes us. Okay, so immediately in your energy, it feels as if... interesting. It feels as if that for a long time you've been waiting for a new beginning, and it feels like the new beginning is here in your life. It does feel like there's a lot of abundance and it's making you happy. It feels like you have focus. It feels like you have direction. It feels like you're coming out of your comfort zone too. We've got the happiest card in the deck, which is the Sun, for those of you that don't understand tarot. And we've got the High Priestess in reverse. Now, because you're a water sign, it's a big deal when the High Priestess is in reverse. It means that you're having to make a lot of logical decisions and that you're making them about your future happiness. It does feel like for quite some time now, there's been a kind of push and pull about what direction to go in. You do have a new beginning that will open your heart, open your experience, and it will improve relationships around you. It shows here that there's a new emotional experience. And for some of you, this situation with money does, you are thinking about romance, you are thinking about partnership, or you are thinking about family. So there is something in regards to like your cup runneth over with joy, and you're wanting to now expand in a new direction, or expand or build. There's an expansion in your energy, and there is a lot of motivation here to now. So basically what was happening is you were feeling like a fish out of water for quite some time. And in regards to money, career and finances, especially money, or like situations that have to do with your home, you didn't really know what direction to go in. It felt like you were waiting for something to happen. And now you're in this situation where you realize that you don't need perfect conditions. You just kind of need to feel in this energy of progress will occur, and the perfection is you know, kind of finding the perfection is in the progress and being in this energy. So you have a lot of great energy around you currently in the month of September. Here in the strength position, what we have is, again, we've got the page, we've got a couple of repeating cards here, both in the oracle and in the tarot. So we've got the Page of Cups repeating twice. We've got it here in we've got the Page of Cups in the present position, and we've got it in the strength. So we've got it in two different decks. What does that mean, I hear you ask? Well, it means that the energy is more intense, right? It's showing a new beginning. It's showing you, it feels like you've got the Midas touch. It feels like you are generous in nature. It feels like like you've turned a corner. It does feel like you're looking at your money quite strongly. And again, I get this feeling of wanting to expand in many ways. So it could be within your home. It could be about your home. It could be within your job or your work or what you do in your environment or in investments, but you are looking to grow your empire. It does feel like you have an extremely sensible approach in regards to this. And that's because you are looking long term at what do you need to create joy. And it feels like you want to have disposable time and energy and money to be able to be spontaneous and kind of live in the moment, because you want to kind of ride this wave is what it feels like. It feels like you want to engage in activities that you care about and not spend, like, the money will come, but you don't want to be focused on the money to the point that you miss the very reason why you're working so hard or looking at your money. For some of you, money's not an issue, and this is coming out quite strongly too. For others of you, you know, where one part of your life is now satisfied, you're looking to really, again, I'm getting you're wanting to expand. So for some of you, for those of you that are financially set, and a lot of you are, it's going to be fine. It's just a matter of where do you know, it's kind of like buying another place or going on your vacations and things like that. For those of you that what's happened is that you're now in a space in your life where there's a need that's getting met, either in a career or business that has not been met in a long time. And so now that that is met, you're greatly focused on your home environment. Pisces, you see this little dog right here? I got to put her down because she is about to bungee jump off of her bed. So it feels very strong in your energy that you now want to move forward as quickly as you can. Financially, right? You need to get on solid ground with that. Now, in the challenge position, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Knight of Swords. And so you're cutting things out of your life that don't belong. There are things that, you know, I want to say for those of you that where money is an issue, I feel like you're cutting out erroneous spending. I feel like you're looking at your budget and you're revamping your budget and you're balancing out how your money is spent. It does feel like you're being quite objective, and it does feel like you're going to stand up for what you believe in. It does feel like for those of you that want a raise, I feel like you're going to go after it. There's an internal conflict, or maybe it seems around you that money is not there to be had. Like it's going to be quite defensive when you ask for the money, right? Because maybe in your job they're saying, oh, there's no money and blah, 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 blah. But I do feel like you have earned it. And so I do feel like many of you are going to ask for a raise, and you're going to be dealing with conflict, internal conflict in regards to that. I do feel like you may be blocked in some of that for some of you, but I do feel like no matter what, you are going about it with integrity and you're going to stand up for what you believe in. So it may be a bit of a battle, and that is a challenge in the month of September. It's kind of like owning your space and saying, well, you know what? I need more money, right? This is not enough. Now, for some of you, Spirit just made me feel here, there's going to be an expansion in regards to thinking outside the box of ways of making money. So I do feel like here you're going to go after ideas. I do feel like you're going to step in where it's needed. And I do feel like by hook or crook, you're going to bring in more money. That's what that shows. Now, in the outcome, we have the illusion of you feeling trapped is now gone. It feels like you're going to accept responsibility for your financial situation, for your work situation, and you're going to make choices about it that's going to support your path to happiness. You'll look, for those of you that have dealt with, here we have ego, right? And it talks about addictions. If you look at that, it talks about on the bottom of the card, it talks about addictions and unhealthy habits. And so for some of you, you've broken free of that. For some of you, you need to kind of curtail it. For many of you, it doesn't really exist anymore, but you're thinking perhaps about healthy lifestyle. So there's a lot of strength in the outcome. There's a lot of spiritual energy. I feel like there's a level of empowerment that is extremely strong in your energy. It does feel as if, you know, you've been thinking quite a lot about taking a leap of faith in something, and you're no longer worrying about it. So it does feel like you may have a situation here that you thought that it was going to take a lot more, it was going to be a lot more difficult than it actually was, but it actually isn't. It's going to go more smoothly than you think. So that's sitting there in the outcome. And strength is the cornerstone of that. Here in the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles, what we have is loyalty. So for some of you, this is loyalty to a job. This is loyalty to an employer. This is loyalty to new beginnings. This is loyalty to family and friends, especially if you've got responsibilities, loyalty to children. And so it does feel like you are, for many of you, you're going to go into a long period of time here of stability. That's what this feels like. Here again, so I talked about repeating cards in the beginning. Here we have the Sun card again, repeating with the Sun card. So we have it bookended in your reading. The Sun card ends your reading and it also begins your reading. So what does that mean? This is an intense period of happiness that you're going into. And again, for those of you that are struggling financially, I do feel like this is the time now to expand your ideas. And I do feel like they're going to take root. Now it shows here that we got the Five of Swords again, right? We got the Five of Swords here, and we got the Five of Swords here in the challenge energy. And so again, we've got this repetitive card, but it's this internal kind of, I feel like for some of you, what you're doing is looking at choices and maybe feeling regret about the risks that you've taken in the past that have not played themselves out. For some of you, again, we have the addiction quality here in this card. And for some of you, it has to do with addiction, kind of reflecting back on your life and wishing that period of time had not been wasted or had been better utilized with money or career. It does feel like you're cutting people out again. It feels like that in the outcome. It feels like you're cutting things out that don't serve you. For some people, it's you're cutting people out that drain your energy. And that are liars and don't have integrity or have questionable motives, because it does feel like you're making a decision. And again, we have the Lovers, right? So we have love entangled in this reading here. So for many of you, it has here embrace true love and deep intimate friendships, make choices from the heart, vibrant health or recovery from recovery, right? So here what we have here in the Lovers and the Sun card is you really balancing out work life and home life and all your responsibilities. It does feel like you're working extremely hard to bring balance and fun into your life, and you're juggling many priorities to balance the budget. But it does feel like here, ultimately, where you're going, Pisces, is balance, right? Because that is the foundation of this reading, is a lot of happiness, a lot of love, and ultimately what you want, which is stability in your home life or in your personal life. So it does show here that there is future, that there is wealth coming in. For those of you that are dealing with quite difficult financial issues, it does feel like you worry about it quite a lot, and it does feel as if you know, there's a financial compelling need that needs to be met. So work on that. I do feel like, again, this is a time where abundance is going to come your way. But for some of you, it's going to take a little bit longer if you're really struggling financially. But for those of you that are kind of making ends meet and you're okay, and those of you that are financially set, I just feel like it's going to get more and more stable. And happiness and love is going to flow. And it's almost like the money doesn't matter anymore. Pisces, that is your reading. I hope it helped. If the reading resonated with you, please hit like, subscribe, and I will speak to you soon.